What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video with me, your boy. I am Shake, but you can call me Mats. Welcome to another video. Today we have a banger for you. So today we are reacting to Manhunt Hider POV. Whoa, let's go. Let's do this. Let's just get this over with. I don't know what type of what's gonna happen. Let's just. What is the child doing? What is that child doing?
What we're gonna do today is we are going to play Manhunt. Kenzie got me in the video. Billy, I'm a bit of...
You should all subscribe to this person, by the way. This is Alex Blaze on YouTube. You should subscribe to him.
Are we the hiders POV? Yeah, me.
You should subscribe to Alex Blaze on YouTube. This is an order from your guy Shake. You should do this. Now look at this.
We're hiders. Hider POV time, boys.
Okay. 60 seconds head start. That's a lot of time. Usually when I do it. Right. 6 seconds head start is a bit too much, because usually when I do a manhunt with some of my friends, or whenever my friends are doing a manhunt and I join, usually we have about a 20-30 seconds time for them to hide before the guy who's hunting is allowed to go. We don't usually just give them it's not called a head start. It's called the counting time. Actually, the amount of time you have to count before the amount of time that has to pass before the timer. Before the hunter can leave to go and kill the hiders. Not kill them, catch them. Yes, catch them. Let's continue on and just see what happens. And I'm going to correct any errors in this game if I see any, because I know how Manhunt works. I barely play it. I barely have ever played it, but I do know how it works because I play with some pretty good Manhunt people. Now let's go.
Follow Billy. Okay.
Okay. This is looking interesting already.
Are we all finding her? Are we all trying to find her? No. Yeah,
But it's not a proper hider. Here's another thing. It's not a proper hider POV. The POV is the perspective of you. So basically, you would not see from the outside. If it's hider POV, you should be seeing from their face. So technically, he should have a camera hat thing on his head with whatever he's recording on strapped to the hat, or that's got the little thing for the camera to fit in. Because that is what the hider POV should look like. It shouldn't just be the video basically of him. It should be what he's seeing. So the camera is strapped to his head of what he's seeing, basically. That's how POV should be working. Back to video.
Alright, guys. 60 seconds, cool down. Kenzie! Kenzie, this way! Kenzie! This is the hider POV.
Again, that is not the hider POV. That is actually called you pointing the camera at yourself. This is actually called Manhunt, but the camera is facing the hider. This is not my hider POV. That is you pointing the camera at yourself, Mr. Alex Blaze. So next time, if you want to do a hider POV, you need to put your camera on your head, like straight to your head, to your face. So then it is your actual POV. Then it is the actual hider's POV, because that is you. That is the hider, or that is the hider. That is what the hider sees, basically. That's what the hider is seeing. If it's strapped to your head, the people are seeing is that's what the hider is seeing. So that is a POV. That would be a hider POV. Back to video.
Billy, wait. We have 60. How much time do we have left?
Okay. Firstly, when you're playing manhunts, you have to be ready to climb. You cannot be afraid to climb when you're in manhunt. This is one of the things. When you're playing manhunt, you cannot be scared of anything. So if you want to properly play the manhunt, you need to be ready to climb up, just ready to climb if you have to escape. Seeker, that is kind of what makes manhunt. That's kind of what makes a manhunt. You're basically ready to do quite a lot of stuff to get away, as long as it's not lore breaking or something that will kill you. It's just climbing something is not going to kill you. So really, if you see the opportunity, you should climb up a tree. And if you don't know how to climb, you can climb a tree or something. You could just come to me or one of my friends, because we can show you how to climb, because we know how to climb pretty well. I mean, I'm not the best at climbing, but I can still jump fences and stuff. Barely, but I can do it. And sometimes I need a foot up, but I can do it still, so. If you want to know how to climb, if you just can't climb, and that's why you won't climb, you just speak to somebody like one of us, because we will teach you how to climb properly. We will teach you how to climb, okay? Back to video. Now somebody else has the camera. If you can't climb, it's simple. Come and talk to me or somebody else, because we will show you how to jump. We will show you how to climb. Okay? Then if you know a spot, you should have gone to it at the very start instead of talking about jumping. You should have told your fellow hiders the hiders you were chilling with at the very start about it. Then you could have all gone to it immediately, which will give you more time to get to the spot and get in it. Okay? Before the seeker is allowed to leave. Okay. Getting on the floor is not a good idea. When you're playing Manhunt, you do not want to hide on the floor. Okay, that is not going to work. Unless you're in some very, very thick grass and you're in full green, maybe even camel. It will not work for you, okay? You need to get better at your hiding skills, man. Okay, they're doing it right now, saying get down and they are behind the fence. But what is in front of them is question. If I know what's in front of them, I'll probably have an opinion on it, but I don't know what's in front of them. So for now, I'm gonna say that they're doing the right choice of hiding, but I don't know it now because I can't see in front of them, so I don't know where they are. And it also appears that they have different points of view actually on the cameras. It appears they are getting different points of view, which is very nice. That means this guy knows how to edit if they're getting different points of view, unless they're just passing the camera around, unless they're pausing the video and just passing the camera around whatever they are recording on. So that's very nice. Back to the video. Firstly, they have CCTV. You should care, okay? He's in somebody's garden, I think. If you're in somebody's garden, they have CCTV and you do not have permission to be in their garden, and you're just playing a game of manhunt, you should care. Because you do not want to get your ass kicked by some random old man who gets angry at you for being in his back garden, okay?
If you see them, guys, we're gonna move to a different spot.
As you should do, because you are hiding in somebody's backyard. That is a very good idea to move spots, monsieur. You are hiding in somebody's backyard, and that is very good idea to move your spot.
No, I'm just hiding it. We're playing Manhunt.
Well, no shit, you're playing Manhunt. Well, No shit, they're going to know if you get seen. It's called run away. It's called if you get spotted, you run very fast so you can get away from the seeker in a game of Manhunt. It's simple. How do you think I never catch people? Eh? It's because they have common sense and they've run away if they see me. And they are out of their hiding spot, okay? It's easy, you just run away. And yes, they will know where you are. Everybody knows that's basic knowledge.
I think the other spot was actually better.
The other spot may have been better, but it was in somebody's backyard. And I do not think you had permission to be in a random person's backyard, even if one of you said they have CCTV. So it was not a good spot, unless it was your backyard. Which if it was your backyard, then it was even worse spot, because that means the seeker can go in there. Okay? Climbing the tree is a good idea, but your friend can't climb the tree, Mr. Guy in the white shirt and ginger hair, so that means it's not going to work. Unless you're going to ditch your friend, which is what you should have done from the start, because that's what we usually do when we play Manhunt. Usually, we'll leave a split off into groups. Like when I'm playing Manhunt with people, which I'm usually doing with like 16 other people, we'll all split off into groups of 2. The sequel, there'll be 2 seekers, and everybody else will split off into groups of 2 usually when I'm playing Manhunt, because that's usually how we do it. Sometimes we will just do it every single man for themselves, and usually we'll do it for 1 seeker and then every single man for himself as well. That's sometimes, but usually we will do it 2 seekers and then a group and then a bunch of groups of 2. Maybe 1 group of 3 if we have 1 person randomly on their own, because that's odd number of people. Oh, usually we will just make them a seeker as well. Or take 1 person off the seekers to make them a second person to make their group a group of 2, because they were on their own. You do not want to distract them, you want to hide. You want to hide, not distract them, okay? You do not want to distract them, you want to hide if you're playing Manhunt. The goal of Manhunt is it's not a war. It is not a war, mate. You're not going to die. You don't want to distract them, you want to hide. And if you're going to distract them, then you're just stupid, okay? And I'm only 4 minutes into this video, and this is already a 12-minute long video, because I've made so many corrections and just said a bunch of facts. Yes, they do have to say 1, 2, 3 Manhunt. Very good observation. You can make assumptions of which way they're coming, but the best bet, just go and hide. Instead of distracting them, the best bet is to go and hide, not just assume which way they're coming to distract them. The best way is to go, the best direction they could be coming is you going and hiding. Okay? I can't see him, and I will not like the video anyway, okay? I can't see him, and I'm not liking the video anyway. You're not convincing me into liking your video. You said that twice, and no, I'm not. You said that twice, and no, I'm not liking the video if I see him.
I will not.
And talking to somebody who's hiding in a tree, or looking at them while speaking, saying the video, if you can see them, it's not a good idea, because the seekers could be hiding nearby. Because sometimes I have known seekers to sometimes hide nearby where they are hearing most of the noise, and wait to see if they hear something. And then they'll jump out of nowhere and get you all. And if you're talking to somebody who's hiding in a tree, if they hear 3 people and then there's only 2 of you, or how many people they hear and there's only 1, and then there's 1 less of you, when they go after you all, they're going to know that one of them is in the tree. So you do not talk to the others, you just run and hide. This is why usually when we do Manhunt, me and my friends, we usually do a group of 2. So basically, it's pretty much just everyone for themselves Manhunt, except the fact there's groups of 2. So it's every group for themselves when we do it, and that's only so then we don't have people getting other people caught. And that's the reason why sometimes though we will do everybody for themselves, because then we cannot distract anybody to get caught. So, because if we have to ignore the other groups, and I mean, we don't have to, but that's what we usually do. So, let's go back onto video. Yes, you should split up. Good idea, sir. You should really split up. You do not want to run whatever way somebody is going. You do not want to run across the open. You want to seek shelter and sneakily go across in somewhere that you can sneak through without getting spotted. That's what you want to do when you're moving positions. You want to either you can either do the risky option of running as fast as you can to the new hiding spot, or sneak through the bushes or wherever you are. This is why when we usually do it at the moss. Because if you've seen my videos of when I'm on the moss has got a lot of place where you can just run across another bush or go through bushes. There's long lines of bushes. So usually I'll sit at the start of moss and do it on banking. But usually we'll do banking and start of moss or both. Yeah, usually we'll do start of banking, the start of the moss, or both the start of the banking. I mean, or both the banking and the start of the moss. When I said the start of the banking before, I meant the entire banking. Okay. Now, and the reason why, because we can sneak through bushes. We don't have to run to a hiding spot across streets. Back to video. And the fact that it's been 5 minutes of this video, and this is already a 60-minute long video, because I've given 10 minutes of facts. Right. That's a good idea, I'm sure you should shush. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter if he's in the video, because they are really stupid people to play Manhunt when they don't understand how it works. Like, firstly, it's not a head start when you're counting. That's just how long the Seeker has to wait until they can go to find the people hiding. And then the fact that he hit somewhere he's not allowed to be, that makes it even more stupid, because you're not supposed to do that in Manhunt. Okay? Back to video. This is a really stupid reaction video. Why am I doing this? It's been nearly enough 20 minutes of just me saying facts, and then 5 minutes of this actual video because they don't understand how it works. They're just being stupid. They're playing it really stupid, by just basically being in the open the entire time. If the hiders spot them, they are screwed, because one of them can't even jump fences or anything. So if the hiders see them, what are they going to do? They can only run and hope they get away. Or you can be smart and hide in bushes, or because they're doing it on streets, they're most likely to get caught. The best idea is to do it somewhere where there's a lot of trees, a lot of places you can just sneak through, like the banking, where I usually play Manhunt is the banking, or the start of the moss, or both the banking and the moss. I mean, the start of moss, because there's lots of places you can just sneak around instead of having to take the risky option of just running to your new spot, which when you're on the streets can take quite a while to find the new spot. Especially with the area you have to do in Manhunt. Like, it cannot be like a massive area, depending on the players. And they've only got about 5 players. Usually, when we do Manhunt, we have about 16 players, about 16 to 18 players when we're doing it. Meaning we can have groups of 2 or everybody for themselves. Which means when we do that, so they don't do what these idiots are doing, which is all sticking together in one big group. Also making it easier for the Seekers to find them, because there's lots of them talking and running around, so it's easier for them to find them. If they're all in one big group, it's easier for the Seeker or Seekers to get them. So this is stupid. I've been here for 20 minutes already, and I've had 5 minutes of this video and 20 minutes of straight facts. 15 minutes of straight facts. It's stupid. And do you all see the error he's making? He's sat in the open. He's just stood there in the open for about a solid 40 seconds, which those seconds could be used to get to your new spot quickly. I mean, for me, I would have been in my new spot within seconds. Because our new spots usually, when we're playing Manhunt, we put them close to each other when we're going to new spots. We usually keep them close to the last spot. So then it's not a big, long get through. Because also, when we go sneaking through bushes, they may hear the bushes or twig snapping. Usually, why I tend to just go back out onto the street and peg it down the street to where my new hiding spot is, even though when I can just go through the big bush along the side. That's why I prefer to just run down the path, because I can get to my new spot faster. But when they're doing it on streets, it's quite a long distance before you can find a new hiding spot, unless you're going to jump somebody's fence and go into the backyard, like these idiots did. Because they ran into somebody's backyard because they were pretty stupid. They don't get how Manhunt works. How did he get up there? Here's your answer. He climbed. How do you think he got up there? He almost fell off the ground. Okay. So he makes a weird noise that says he almost fell off. You're standing on the road, sir. What did you nearly do? You nearly fell off the road? What do you mean? But that was really stupid, and this guy is really, really smart to say, "Shut up, please," and whisper it as well, because he just gave the seeker a really good spot to go and look at, which is where they are. And I've got about 3 minutes left of video time, and this was a okay. So conclusion: this is the stupidest video I've ever reacted to. I'm not even gonna react to this guy again. He's really stupid. He does not get how Manhunt works. If he's gonna do Manhunt, I'm gonna send him the link to this video on Snapchat so he can learn some facts about Manhunt before he tries to do it, because he does not get how Manhunt works, and he really does need to learn a lot more. So I'm just going to call it the fact that he's stupid and he does not get how Manhunt works. And his friends are also stupid, because as you could see, one of them screamed at the top of their lungs, which is just going to attract the seekers. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I definitely wouldn't. Common sense. This is stupid. I'm just gonna end this.